unsealed, just a shell. No, not even the rooms, partitions or nothing. Just a shell of the house.
This is an excerpt from the interview I did with my mom that I called Midnight Oil. In this interview, in this section of the interview anyway, she describes how my mom and dad got married and subsequently ended up living in Black Oak, where family had moved in with them. They lived with others, and they just helped each other until each other could get on their feet.
Charlie and Lilo and their kids, they had about 10 kids. They were there. They had a house full. So we went back to my mom and dad's place. Well, they had a house full too, but at least had a little more room there. That old house is still standing.
Which house? The house that your mom and dad
lived in at that time. That was my grandma's house. Got us a place to live in Horry, Indiana. You just blink your eye and you're through that place. It's not as big as it was when we lived there now. And
the place you lived there is still there or no?
Huh?
Is the house you lived in there still there or no?
Some of it still there. And well, the first place we lived, it's not there. Then we moved down the street from it. It's still there, part of it, or all of it is different, you know, what it used to.
What kind of a house was it?
Just a big old it was kind of an apartment. It had the landlord lived on one side and we lived on the other. Not too nice anymore, but and we lived there, and we left there and went to Rensselaer. Floyd was looking for work and couldn't get nothing down there. We lived out there on the highway. I forget that street goes into Rensselaer. We lived there about maybe a couple of months, or a month or something like that. And we just left everything we had in it and went up here. And we kind of stayed with Thelma and Bob Yockey. They lived up here at that time, between there and Northern Illinois.
Well, Paula had already been born then.
Yeah, at that time.
She was born where?
Down out there in the country by Knox.
In the house?
And that house is still there.
Okay, that's the house.
But I don't know.
That's the house I was asking about. What was that house like?
Well, it had a big old living room, and bedroom, dining room, and a kitchen downstairs, and it had 2 bedrooms, I believe, upstairs. I know it was 2 bedrooms, but I don't know if there's any more than that. And Floyd and I moved in the living room part, in the bedroom, and Mom and Dad lived on the other side, used the dining room for their living room, and then they had the rooms upstairs till after Paula was born. And we left there and moved over, it's up closer to Knox, in this place out there in the country we call Hume's place. And it had 3 rooms in it, and only 1 room was sealed. And come a sandstorm the next day after we moved, or the wind was blowing a lot and there wasn't nothing out there but sand. And it come through the house, got on the table and on everything, you know. And so what we did, we took cardboard boxes and tacked on the 2x4s, you know. And then I took newspaper and papered it. Those rooms that, you know, that wasn't sealed. Floyd, he got this job and we got this apartment in Whiting on 121st Street. And so we moved there, and then the lady in the beer moved in with us.
Okay, now Dad got a job. What was he doing? What kind of job was
He
it?
worked at, you'll have to ask him. I did know. It's a lead plant in Whiting. I don't know what the name of it is anymore. Him and DeVere both worked there. Anyway, Lady and DeVere moved in with us, and till they got them apartment. That's how it started. And we lived there till on 121st Street till my grandma went down to Knox, down to where my folks lived. And that night, Mom and my grandma was going to a neighbor's to get some eggs. Grandma was going to buy eggs and bring back up here because she had boarders, you know. And, you know, Loretta and Louie, her husband, come along. They were going to Monterey to a free show. And he didn't see them. I'm pretty sure he didn't see them, you know. And he hit them with the car, Grandma and Mom. Well, it didn't hit Mom, but when he hit my grandma, she come back and hit, you know, with the jar of it, knocked my mom down, killed my grandma. After Grandma died, my aunt, my dad's sister, and come to see Floyd and I, see if we would move up there to, you know, to take care of those boarders. They're trying to somewhere to go, you know, or something. So we was up there, I don't know how long we were there. Maybe a year, maybe not, I don't know, because I didn't want to keep boarders. But and then we moved downstairs in one of them apartments of Grandma's. And we lived there, and then from there we moved on down there on Charlotte Avenue there where Ronnie was born. That house is still there too. And we moved there, and from there, then we bought that place over there in Black Oak, which you've seen a lot of times. That big old house. And then
Oh, you didn't buy that house. You built that house, right?
that big house, we bought that for $1,500, and it was a it had a kitchen and one big room, but we took it and made a dining room out of it and a living room, and had one bedroom. And then there was a hall that went, you know, like from the bedroom. And then it was supposed to have been a hall. Over here was a bedroom, over here was a kitchen. Well, what we did, we closed that kitchen up and put raised bed, twin beds there. And we still was crowded, so a year or so after that, we went and built a house. Built the upstairs, 2 bedrooms up there. And put the stairway where we had raised bed and that all. Audrey and Roy out there because they wanted to put some money down on the house. Grand Park or Glen Park, this is Glen Park over here. It was Grand Park here in Hessville. And so we just come with them. And we ended up buying this place over in, you know, it's off of Klein Avenue there. And it wasn't sealed either on one bed, the bedroom. The only one was sealed in that thing. Well, Ronnie was a baby, and I can't remember what year it was. I know we was in a war.
So it was in the
World
early
War
40s.
II. Probably about 41 or 2, somewhere there, because we was in the war.
Then at some point, the property next door came up for sale, or?
It was for sale, and we bought it. I think we give $400 for half an acre there next door to it. And we bought a house, not sealed, just a shell. No, not even the rooms partitioned or nothing. Just a shell of the house. 20 by 20 size of it. From now I forgot where it's. They still in Gary over here, but I can't remember. Wonder Cell, what they called it, what they were called at that time. And we bought that. I think it was. We bought it for $1,000 or something like that. I don't know. I might be off there. But anyway, we bought that and made 2 bedrooms and a living room kitchen. Of course, they were all small, real small. And then when we sold the old house, that, you know, that we next door to it, we sold that thing, and then we built 2 rooms on the back of this house over there that we moved from. And then we moved from there to Climbing Road.